One of the games that I like to play when I'm working on separating boards, upgrading my boards, cleaning them up a little bit, is to think about what device the board came out of. It's a fun exercise when you get these boards and they're not in the cases anymore. You don't know what it came from, and you're just sitting there scratching your head going, now, what did that used to do? Come on, let's dive in. Have a little fun with this stack of boards. All right, I'm gonna move them out of the way for a minute. So, we see these arrows going up, and I'm looking at the label here, and it says PCB underscore ANT underscore 5G. I am going with a 5G Wi-Fi device of some sort, maybe a consumer grade Wi-Fi router. You would have had your cables coming in here. And then we have the classic Wi-Fi connector ends here. So that wire, that's a little gold piece right there on that wire. So you can cut that off and set that aside for future gold recovery. Oh, bummer. Pulled the wire out of that one, didn't I? That's all right. I'll set that over here. Yeah, those wires go underneath of these shields here, so we'll get those in a minute. Soldered. No screws. Let's see if this heat sink will come off of here. Well, it comes up with the shield. The shield is ferrous. That's an aluminum heat sink. Man, I'm having butterfingers today. Ugh. Oh, let's see here. So that ferrous shield was glued onto an aluminum heatsink. All right, and how do you guys want to come off? Yeah, that's gonna have, I wonder if those will pry off. Let's see. Well, you know what, that's nylon. These are nylon, so maybe those we can just cut and then all of that antenna piece will come right off. Yeah, there we go. And we'll get some number 3 insulated copper wire here. And then you can make out, if you look at the angle on here, right, you can see the antennas. They're buried inside of this board. So I'm going to put that in with my low grade boards. There we go. And that's just a chunk of heat paste, so that can go in the trash. Big chunky, like heat dissipator sponge or something, I don't know. Anyway, we've got MLCCs over here. We have a BGA, another BGA, IC, some larger MLCCs over here. We have the gold-plated pins inside of here. So we can put this in with our peripheral high grades. All right, lots of audio-visual jacks here. I'm thinking this came off of a television, a flat screen TV of some sort. We have HDMI connections, VGA connections, all these older style. We have the cable TV connection here. Let's see, can I see any names on here? Sony, it says Sony. So I bet you this came off of a TV. That's what I'm thinking. Over here we have a number of ICs, some MLCCs, some real tiny components over here. Let's get this up. So we have a ferrous plate that's holding a big chunk of aluminum. This is a heat sink of some sort. What were you heat sinking for, I wonder? Oh, cool. So that's a nice big chunk of aluminum there. We'll pull these ferrous pins out that it was soldered onto the board with, just like that. Now that's a nice chunk of clean extruded aluminum. My yard just takes aluminum walls. It's funny, sometimes they'll separate it by category, but it's all the same price. So you know, it's just and then it all goes in the same bin. So that happens in smaller, less sophisticated yards. All right, so flip chip, IC flat pack, IC, BGA, more ICs. We talked about the various connectors that are on here already. So a peripheral low grade. It's low grade because we have a lot of junk on here. I mean, just really the weight of all this stuff far outweighs the population density of the IC. So peripheral low grade. Caution, high voltage. Okay, I am being cautious. I don't see, oops, ICs, ML, no, resistors. Resistors, a aluminum heatsink over some sort of copper coil. We have this metal casing over something. We have a nice copper coil here. Let's pull you off real quick, because that should be easy enough to get that copper off of there. There we go. A nice bit of copper there. Let's see, we have a copper transformer over here. On the back, we have another IC, some more ICs, and really tiny components all over the back of this board. Let's see if this will come off easily, just so we can see what's under it. Oops, not without breaking the board. All right, so it was some sort of peripheral device. I have no idea what. I can't tell. I don't know. Maybe you can. Maybe you recognize it from something. Get that insulated copper wire off of there. Might have been a power board, somehow power associated because it said high voltage, but it doesn't necessarily have to have been. Yeah, I don't know. Switches here for turning things on and off. Yeah, I'm going to go peripheral low grade. My peripheral low grade bucket is overflowing. I'm going to have to empty that thing before it comes crashing down on me. All right. Wow, we have a lot of coax inputs, outputs along here. We have some older style AV kind of audio-visual kind of jacks here. More inputs, LAN kind of looking thing. Get this wire off of here. That's another cable kind of, a coax cable kind of input there, or connector right there. I think we'll put you in with number 3, insulated. So this little daughter card here is going to be peripheral low grade. We do have an IC and an oscillator, but we also have some junk on here. This is a peripheral low grade board. Even though we have this nice gold cornered BGA on here, we have a tremendous amount of junk. Transformers, this copper coil here. This would have been a slot for some sort of card going in there. Big capacitors, more copper coils hanging out here. Nothing wrong with pulling those off. Put that in with our copper coils. This copper coil is one of the fun ones to get off because you can get the copper off of this thing usually pretty quickly by just pull that out. And then we stick this on a screwdriver. And we find the running end of the copper. It's got a little bit of glue on it. So let's see if we can, there we go. Now we can just spin that copper off of there. It's fun, it's a little game to play. Put that in with my number 2 copper. Peripheral low-grade board, as is. If you remove that, then this just becomes a mid-grade board. And Board Sort and a lot of other folks right now, they're just doing the same price for mid and low-grade boards. So if you are into gold recovery, then yeah, go ahead and pull that, because you're not worried about the value of the board. You're doing gold recovery. You know, and then, you know, whatever else you get for the board is fine. So, how to pull that? You got a couple ways you can go with that. My preferred approach is to take a hammer and a chisel. And then we get the chisel down on the edge of the, you see I've got the chisel down here on the edge of the BGA. I've got this up at just a little bit of an angle. And sometimes they break apart. Sometimes they come off nice and clean. This one wants to break apart. It happens. It's not the end of the world. But you definitely want to make sure that you clean up all of the pieces of the cap, because there's gold bonding wires in there too. So get all those cap pieces together, and there's some on the deck that I'll have to get. But you can see the gold bonding wires inside of there. There's gold bonding wires in the cap piece as well, so make sure you gather those up. All right, so now mid-low grade. My buyer is, you know, just buys them all as the same price, and I'm fine with that. I don't mind. I'm going to experiment with gold recovery sometime in 2026. So keeping that one gold cornered BGA aside for gold recovery is fine with me. And we'll get the ferrite out of the way. We'll get this stuff out of the way. Ooh. Now then, these two boards are identical. And you out of the way. So we'll set that one aside since that's a clone of this one. We have a lot of copper here, copper coils, more of the fun copper coils for unspooling, some big capacitors, but we also have some big transformers, aluminum heat sinks, another place for a card that will go in here, a smart card reader, and there's no card in there, so that's fine. Lots of copper toroids, but we also have some nice BGAs here. These are Broadcoms. That's a Broadcom. We have some more BGAs over here. We have oscillators over here that might have silver in them. A bunch of other components, MLCCs, resistors, and such. What about the other side? Well, on the other side, we have some more BGAs. BGA is ball grid array. Rather than the little wires connecting to the board, there's tiny little balls on the bottom, and it gets soldered onto an array. So it's a ball grid array. MLCCs. All right, so, and it says there's no lead on this board. See that symbol there, PB with the no symbol through it. So this board has no lead on it, which is good to know. All right, so peripheral low-grade board. And it's definitely some sort of peripheral device. I'm thinking it probably came out of a television of some sort. I can't read I don't see a Yeah, I don't see a manufacturer's name on here anywhere. Might be something hiding somewhere that tells me what brand this came out of. But we have lots of cable device, coaxial cable connectors along here. Some would have been inputs, some would have been outputs. We have older style audio-visual jacks. We have HDMI. We have USB. We have Cat 5 kind of, from a cable. So yeah, definitely some sort of maybe a television, maybe a high-end entertainment device of some sort. I don't know. I still don't see a name for a manufacturer on here that would give it away at all. Oh, but I did find some little gold fingers over here. So, since this is at best a peripheral low grade, let's go ahead and get those gold fingers off of there. There we go. That was a nice find for gold recovery. And I'm going to go ahead and pull these so that I can get the copper off of them. And you already saw me unspin one of these, so you probably don't need to watch that again. I'm going to get these copper coils too. Come on, baby. There we go. Give it a little bit of a tug up so that I can get the edge cutters into the copper wire and free it from the board. That'll leave some of the copper wire behind, but that's okay. I'm not going to mess around with the aluminum heat sinks. It's a peripheral low-grade board, which is, it's not terrible money. It's not as good as a peripheral high-grade, but you can tell why, because it's got junk all over it. That's downgrading the value, even though it does have some nice ICs and BGAs all over it. Let's go ahead and pull the copper off of this one and these gold fingers. If you are interested in how you can make more money on scrap and what your return on your time would be, well, there's a link popping up here to take you to a playlist where I look at that exact thing for all kinds of different electronics. There's another link popping up for a video that the YouTube algorithm thinks you want to see, and then the big round one in the middle, that's to help you to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode of this awesome Shark Scrapper content, if I do say so myself. Until the next time, be safe, everybody.